You're about to listen to something that's going to piss you off, not because it's wrong, because it's true. And truth has a way of making you uncomfortable when you've been lying to yourself for too long. Shut it all off. Lock the fuck in. I'm not talking about your phone. I'm not talking about your notifications. I'm talking about that constant noise in your head, that voice that's been running your life, that voice that tells you tomorrow is good enough, that voice that says you need one more motivational video before you start, that voice that convinces you that you're different, that your situation is special, that the rules don't apply the same way to you. That voice is a liar, and you've been listening to it for way too long. Right now, in this exact moment, there's a version of you that exists. That version is tired. That version is comfortable. That version has 1,000 reasons why today isn't the day. That version has explanations for everything. Why the gym can wait. Why the business idea needs more planning. Why the conversation can happen later. Why the hard choice can be delayed just a little bit longer. That version of you has been running the show. And look where it got you. Look at where you're sitting right now. Look at what you've accomplished. Look at the gap between what you say you want and what you actually have. That gap exists because you've been negotiating with yourself. You've been making deals. You've been trading your future for your comfort. Every single day, you wake up and you have a choice. Most people don't see it as a choice because they've made the same decision so many times it doesn't even feel like deciding anymore. It just feels like who they are. But it's not who you are. It's just what you've been choosing. Here's what nobody tells you about shutting everything off and locking in. It's not dramatic. It's not this big movie moment with music playing and someone giving you a speech. It's quiet. It's you, alone with yourself, making a decision that nobody else will see. Nobody's going to give you credit for it. Nobody's going to notice. That's what makes it real. Real change happens in the moments when nobody's watching, when there's no one to impress, when there's no external validation, when it's just you and the choice in front of you. You want to know what's been holding you back? It's not lack of time. Everyone has the same 24 hours. It's not lack of resources. People have built empires with less than what you have right now. It's not lack of knowledge. You know what you need to do. You've always known. You've just been pretending you don't because knowing means you have to take responsibility. And taking responsibility means you can't blame anyone else anymore. The truth is, you've been addicted to distraction. Not just your phone. Not just social media. You've been addicted to staying busy without actually doing anything. You've been addicted to the feeling of wanting to change without actually changing. You've been addicted to talking about what you're going to do instead of doing it. You've been addicted to the identity of someone who has potential, because actually living up to that potential is terrifying. What if you try and fail? What if you give it everything and it's not enough? What if you find out you're not as special as you thought you were? So you don't try. Not really. You do enough to tell yourself you're trying. You do enough to maintain the story, but you don't actually lock in. You don't actually shut off all the escape routes and commit. You keep one foot out the door. You keep a backup plan. You keep your options open. And that's exactly why nothing changes. Locking in means burning the boats. It means no plan B. It means you're all in, or you're wasting everyone's time, especially your own. When you truly lock in, there's no part of you that's still negotiating. There's no part of you that's still looking for the easy way out. There's no part of you that's waiting for permission or validation or the perfect moment. You just move. You just execute. You just do what needs to be done, whether you feel like it or not. And that's the real key. Whether you feel like it or not, your feelings have been running your life. You do things when you feel motivated. You rest when you feel tired. You quit when you feel overwhelmed. Your feelings have been the boss, and look what that got you. Feelings are not facts. Feelings are weather. They come and go. They change. They lie to you. They tell you that you can't do something that you absolutely can do. They tell you that you need rest when what you really need is momentum. They tell you that you deserve a break when what you really need is to push through. When you shut it all off and lock in, you stop consulting your feelings. You stop asking yourself if you want to do it. You already decided. The decision was made. Now you just execute. It doesn't matter if you're tired. It doesn't matter if you're scared. It doesn't matter if you don't feel like it. You decided this is who you are now. You decided this is what you do. So you do it. Most people never get to this point because they're still trying to feel their way through life. They're waiting to feel ready. They're waiting to feel confident. They're waiting to feel motivated. You're going to be waiting forever. Those feelings don't show up until after you've already done the work. Confidence comes from doing the thing you're afraid of and surviving. Motivation comes from momentum. Readiness is a myth. Nobody's ever ready. You just start before you're ready and figure it out along the way. Right now, you're at a crossroads. You can keep being the person you've been. That person is comfortable. That person has routines and habits and a whole identity built up. That person has friends who expect them to be a certain way. That person has a story about why things are the way they are. You can stay that person. Nothing has to change. You can close this and go back to whatever you were doing and pretend this conversation never happened. You can go back to sleep. Most people do. Most people choose the comfort of the familiar over the uncertainty of something better. Or you can decide right now that you're done with that person. You can decide that version of you has run its course. You can decide that starting today, you're someone different. Not tomorrow, not next week, not after you get your shit together. Right now, this moment, you can decide that the old rules don't apply anymore. The old excuses don't work anymore. The old patterns are finished. You can decide that you're locking in and there's no going back. But here's what that actually means. It means when you say you're going to do something, you do it. Not when you feel like it, not when it's convenient. You just do it. It means when you set an alarm, you get up when it goes off, not snooze, not negotiate. You get up. It means when you commit to something, you follow through, every single time, no exceptions, no special circumstances. You become someone whose word means something, starting with the promises you make to yourself. It means you stop consuming and start creating. You stop watching other people's lives and start building your own. You stop learning and start doing. You stop preparing and start executing. You stop talking about what you're going to do and you just do it. Silently, without announcement, without needing anyone to know. You just put your head down and work. It means you get comfortable being uncomfortable. You stop avoiding hard conversations. You stop procrastinating on difficult tasks. You stop choosing the easy path. You start running toward the things that scare you. You start seeking out challenge. You start looking for ways to test yourself. You start asking, what's the hardest version of this? And then you do that. It means you take full ownership of everything in your life. Your health, your finances, your relationships, your career, your mental state, all of it. You stop blaming your parents. You stop blaming your circumstances. You stop blaming the economy or the system or bad luck. You look at what you have and you ask yourself, what can I do with this? And then you do it. You play the hand you're dealt instead of complaining that someone else got better cards. When you truly lock in, people around you will notice. They won't understand what happened. They'll ask what changed. They'll make comments. Some of them will be supportive. Most of them won't. Most of them will feel uncomfortable because you changing makes them look at themselves. You working hard makes them feel bad about not working hard. You improving makes them confront their own stagnation. So they'll try to pull you back. They'll make jokes. They'll call you obsessed. They'll tell you to relax. They'll remind you of who you used to be. They'll try to keep you in the box they built for you. You have to be willing to outgrow people. You have to be willing to be misunderstood. You have to be willing to be alone, because the path you're on is not crowded. Most people turn back. Most people quit when it gets hard. Most people choose comfort over growth. Most people choose fitting in over standing out. Most people choose being liked over being respected. You're not most people anymore. You made a different choice. Locking in is not a one-time decision. It's a decision you make every single day, every single moment. You wake up and you decide again. You face a hard choice and you decide again. You get knocked down and you decide again, over and over and over. That's what separates the people who make it from the people who don't. The people who make it decide every day. The people who don't make one decision and then slowly drift back to who they were. You need to understand something. Nobody is coming to save you. Nobody is going to do this for you. Nobody is going to make you successful. Nobody is going to hand you the life you want. Nobody is going to fix your problems. Nobody is going to believe in you more than you believe in yourself. Nobody is going to care about your dreams as much as you do. This is your life, your responsibility, your choice, every single day. The world doesn't owe you anything. It doesn't care about your potential. It doesn't care about what you could be. It only responds to what you actually do. Your intentions don't matter. Your plans don't matter. Your goals don't matter. The only thing that matters is your actions, what you actually do, what you actually build, what you actually create. That's the only thing the world sees. That's the only thing that counts. So stop waiting for the perfect time. Stop waiting for permission. Stop waiting to feel ready. Stop waiting for a sign. This is the sign. Right now, this moment, you reading these words. This is it. This is your moment. What are you going to do with it? Are you going to close this and go back to sleep, or are you going to wake up? Waking up means seeing yourself clearly, not the version you pretend to be, not the version you want to be, the version you actually are right now. Look at yourself. Really look. What do you see? Are you proud of that person? Are you living up to your own standards? Are you doing everything you could be doing? Or are you coasting? Are you phoning it in? Are you going through the motions? Most people can't handle this kind of honest self-assessment. It's too painful. It's easier to stay distracted. It's easier to stay busy. It's easier to blame external circumstances. It's easier to maintain the illusion that you're doing fine. But you're not fine. If you were fine, you wouldn't be reading this. If you were fine, you wouldn't be searching for something more. If you were fine, you wouldn't have this nagging feeling that you're capable of more. That feeling is telling you the truth. You are capable of more, way more. But capability means nothing without execution. Potential means nothing without action. You having the ability to do something doesn't mean anything until you actually do it. And the gap between your potential and your reality is filled with excuses, filled with justifications, filled with reasons why not, filled with some days and maybes and next times. Shut all that off, all of it, every excuse, every justification, every reason why not. Just shut it off. Stop listening to that voice. Stop entertaining those thoughts. Stop giving those excuses any power. They're not real. They're just noise. They're just your brain trying to keep you safe. Your brain wants you to stay where you are because where you are is known. It's predictable. It's safe. Your brain doesn't care about your dreams. It cares about your survival. And survival means staying in your comfort zone. But you're not trying to survive. You're trying to thrive. You're trying to build something. You're trying to become someone. And that requires you to override your brain's default programming. That requires you to do things that feel unsafe. That requires you to take risks. That requires you to be uncomfortable. That requires you to face your fears. That requires you to fail multiple times and get back up and try again and fail again and keep going anyway. This is what locking in actually looks like. It's not glamorous. It's not easy. It's not fun most of the time. It's you showing up day after day even when you don't want to, even when you're tired, even when you're discouraged, even when nothing seems to be working, even when everyone thinks you're crazy, even when you think you're crazy. You just keep going. You just keep showing up. You just keep doing the work. And here's what happens when you actually lock in for real. Not fake lock in where you're motivated for 3 days and then quit. Real lock in where you commit for months and years. You start to see results. Small at first, then bigger, then undeniable. Your body changes, your bank account changes, your skills improve, your confidence grows, your network expands, opportunities appear. Things that seemed impossible become possible, then probable, then inevitable. But none of that happens in the first week. None of that happens when you're still in the excitement phase. All of that happens in the middle, in the boring part, in the part where nobody's watching, in the part where there's no immediate feedback, in the part where you're just grinding day after day after day with no evidence that it's working. That's where most people quit, right before it starts to work, right before the compound effect kicks in, right before everything changes. You have to make it through the middle. You have to survive the boring part. You have to keep working when there's no proof it's working. You have to trust the process, even when the process feels broken. You have to believe in yourself even when you have no reason to believe. That's what separates the people who make it from the people who don't. The people who make it survive the middle. The people who don't quit when results don't show up fast enough. Results take time. Real results take years. Not days, not weeks, years. You're not going to transform your life in a month. You're not going to build a business in a month. You're not going to get in the best shape of your life in a month. You're not going to become the person you want to be in a month. It takes time, consistent time, dedicated time, focused time. You working on the same things day after day after day until they compound into something significant. Most people don't have that kind of patience. Most people want results now. Most people quit when they don't see immediate progress. Most people need constant validation. Most people need to see proof before they believe. But belief comes first. Action comes first. Consistency comes first. Results come last. You have to be willing to work for months or years before you see the payoff. You have to be willing to plant seeds without knowing if they'll grow. You have to be willing to invest without knowing what the return will be. That's faith, not religious faith, practical faith. Faith that if you do the work, results will come. Faith that if you show up consistently, things will change. Faith that if you refuse to quit, you'll eventually win. That faith is what carries you through the hard times, through the times when nothing seems to be working, through the times when you want to give up, through the times when everyone is telling you to quit. That faith keeps you going when logic would tell you to stop. But faith without action is useless. You can believe all you want. You can visualize all you want. You can set intentions all you want. None of it matters if you're not actually doing the work. Faith is not a substitute for effort. Faith is what fuels effort. Faith is what makes effort sustainable. Faith is what turns effort into consistency. But you still have to put in the work every single day. No days off, no excuses, no negotiations. You want to know what locking in really requires? It requires you to become boring. It requires you to say no to almost everything. It requires you to give up the parties, the hangouts, the distractions, the entertainment, the fun, not forever, but for now, for this season, for however long it takes to build what you're trying to build. You have to be willing to miss out. You have to be willing to be left out. You have to be willing to be alone while everyone else is together having fun. That's the price. And most people are not willing to pay it. Most people want the results without the sacrifice. Most people want the success without the loneliness. Most people want the transformation without the pain. But it doesn't work like that. You can't have both. You can't party every weekend and build a business. You can't stay up late watching movies and wake up early to work out. You can't eat whatever you want and have the body you want. You can't spend all your money and save all your money. You have to choose. And choosing means sacrifice, real sacrifice, not pretend sacrifice where you give up something you didn't really want anyway. Real sacrifice where you give up something you actually enjoy for something you want more. That's hard. That's uncomfortable. That's why most people don't do it. Most people choose immediate pleasure over delayed gratification. Most people choose feeling good now over being better later. Most people choose comfort over growth. You're making a different choice. You're choosing to lock in. You're choosing to shut off all the distractions. You're choosing to focus. You're choosing to sacrifice. You're choosing to be uncomfortable. You're choosing to do the hard thing. That choice is going to cost you. It's going to cost you relationships. It's going to cost you opportunities. It's going to cost you experiences. But what you get in return is worth infinitely more. What you get is yourself, the real version, the capable version, the version that doesn't make excuses, the version that follows through, the version that does what they say they're going to do, the version that faces challenges head on, the version that doesn't quit, the version you've always known you could be but never fully committed to becoming. That version is available to you right now, not someday. Right now, you just have to choose them over the current version. And that choice is brutal. It's brutal because the current version is comfortable. The current version has an established life. The current version has habits and patterns and relationships built around who they are now. Changing means disrupting all of that. Changing means becoming someone that some people won't recognize. Changing means losing parts of your identity. Changing means stepping into the unknown. And humans hate the unknown. We'd rather stay in a known bad situation than risk an unknown, possibly better one. But staying is not an option. Not anymore. You've seen too much. You know too much. You can't unsee what you've seen. You can't unknow what you know. You can't go back to sleepwalking through life. You're awake now. And being awake means you have to make a choice. You have to decide what you're going to do with this awareness. Are you going to use it, or are you going to ignore it and hope it goes away? It won't go away. That voice inside you that's telling you that you're meant for more. That voice that's saying you're capable of more. That voice that's pushing you to change. That voice is not going away. You can ignore it. You can distract yourself from it. You can numb it. But it will always be there, waiting, reminding you, asking you when you're going to stop playing small, asking you when you're going to stop wasting your potential, asking you when you're going to actually try. So stop ignoring it. Stop running from it. Stop trying to quiet it. Listen to it. That voice is telling you the truth. You are meant for more. You are capable of more. You can do more, be more, achieve more, but only if you actually lock in. Only if you actually shut off all the noise and focus. Only if you actually commit. Only if you actually follow through. Only if you actually do the work. The work is waiting for you. It's been waiting. It's always been there. You've just been avoiding it. You've been doing everything except the actual work. You've been preparing, planning, learning, thinking, talking, but not actually doing, not actually building, not actually creating, not actually executing. You've been in motion but not making progress. You've been busy but not productive. You've been active but not effective. That ends now, right now. No more preparation, no more planning, no more learning without doing, no more thinking without acting, no more talking without building. You know enough. You're ready enough. You have enough. Now you just have to start. Just start. Not perfectly. Not with everything figured out. Not when you're completely ready. Just start. Take one action, then another, then another. Build momentum. One action at a time. One day at a time. One decision at a time. And when you fail, because you will fail, you get back up. You don't quit. You don't make excuses. You don't blame circumstances. You just get back up. You learn from it. You adjust. You try again. You keep going. Because quitting is not an option anymore. You decided. You locked in. And locking in means you're all in until you make it. No exit strategy. No backup plan. No escape route. You're committed. This is your life. Your one shot. Your one chance. You don't get another one. You don't get to come back and try again. This is it. Right now. What are you going to do with it? Are you going to waste it being comfortable? Being safe? Being mediocre? Or are you going to use it? Are you going to push yourself? Are you going to see what you're really capable of? Are you going to leave everything on the table? The clock is ticking. Every day that passes is a day you don't get back. Every hour you spend distracted is an hour you could have spent building. Every moment you waste is a moment you lose forever. Time is the one resource you can't get more of. You can always make more money. You can always build new relationships. You can always learn new skills. But you can't make more time. Once it's gone, it's gone. And you don't know how much you have left. So stop wasting it. Stop scrolling. Stop binge watching. Stop gossiping. Stop complaining. Stop making excuses. Stop procrastinating. Stop waiting. Stop thinking about it. Stop talking about it. Just do it. Whatever it is. Whatever that thing is that you know you should be doing. That thing you've been avoiding. That thing you've been putting off. That thing you've been scared of. Do it. Now. Today. This moment. Shut it all off. Lock the fuck in. This is your moment. This is your chance. This is your time. Don't waste it. Don't let fear win. Don't let comfort win. Don't let distraction win. You're better than that. You're capable of more than that. You know you are. Deep down, you know. You've always known. Now prove it. Not to anyone else. To yourself. Prove to yourself that you can do it. That you have what it takes. That you're not all talk. That when it matters, you show up. Show up. Every day. No matter what. That's the secret. There is no secret. It's just showing up. Consistently. Relentlessly. Obsessively. Even when you don't want to. Especially when you don't want to. Those are the days that matter most. Those are the days that separate you from everyone else. Those are the days that build character, that build discipline, that build the person you're trying to become. You're not trying to be perfect. You're trying to be consistent. You're not trying to do everything. You're trying to do the most important thing. You're not trying to impress anyone. You're trying to improve yourself. One day at a time, one choice at a time, one action at a time, brick by brick. You're building something, something real, something lasting, something that matters. But only if you actually do it. Only if you actually lock in. So lock in. Right now. Decide. Commit. Execute. No more waiting. No more thinking. No more preparing. Just action. Pure focused, relentless action. That's what changes everything. Not motivation. Not inspiration, action. You taking action despite not feeling like it. You showing up despite being tired. You doing the work despite being scared. That's what creates results. That's what builds success. That's what transforms your life. This is your time. Shut it all off. Lock the fuck in.